Hey folks, it's Rockman Rocks from BackStage360. I am sitting backstage with RavenEye. Thanks guys for giving us some time this evening. I appreciate it.
No worries.
We're sitting here in their dressing room actually listening to sound check from the darkness. So if you hear that in the background, you'll understand. Anyway, I guess my first question will be to Ollie, the guitarist. Ollie, when did you guys start RavenEye?
We started RavenEye April 2014. I was living in Toronto for a couple of years, and then I moved back to the UK to live with Kev. Actually, we moved in together and just started working in music and putting the songs together. And then he introduced me to Aaron, and from there, I guess things took off. And they're wicked players in their own right, so it made it very easy to kind of put the band together.
Right, and I've heard the EP that you released last year. Mm-hmm. Saw a couple of the videos, loved the sound, especially the guitar tone. being a guitar player, I mentioned to my partner Brian earlier today, I said the kid sounds just like early Peter Green, and when I met you today, we talked about that. And he was a big influence for you.
Absolutely, and I mean, the guitars I use, these Hofner Verythins, that for me, the sound they get, like the fuzzed out tones, they're wicked. There's something beautiful about a beautiful semi-hollow guitar that can just sound like an absolute beast and a monster. It's kind of,
right.
Yeah, I love them.
And kind of like influences, do you guys all have the same musical influences, or was it different for you?
It's pretty various, really. I studied jazz, kind of like you. Mm-hmm. Kev's a rocker.
Yeah, my early influences were Metallica and Thin Lizzy, and then I moved on to punk music, then gone into blues, and now rock. So.
And Ollie's a blues god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
blues and jazz flute.
Now I actually heard some of the Ollie Brown blues stuff.
Yeah.
And I like that too. Now this tour here, this is your second show with Darkness?
And this is our third show now. Yeah, we played Santa Cruz, and then we played San Luis Obispo, and now San Diego. First time in San Diego, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, San Diego's a great city, and of course you got to see the beach today. So
yep. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Blue skies.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, and then you were telling me earlier, I guess you got 20-something shows left, mm-hmm. and then you're headed towards New Jersey to record a brand new album.
That's right, yeah. We put an EP out, it's 5 tracks. I know I did that, that's 10, but 5 tracks, and I'm a musician, not a mathematician, for Christ's sake. But no, we're putting actually an album out. We're going to spend a month in the studio in Hoboken, New Jersey. And we're looking forward to it. We've got so many songs put between, so it's kind of got to that difficult phase of what don't we record? Ideally we'd love to record them all, but there's a budget and time constraint, so we're picking the ones that we really want to make the statement with, and we're looking forward to it. We're more than ready for it.
Now, are we going to hear some of the new stuff tonight from this upcoming album?
Absolutely. Our main priority on this tour is to sell the record that we've got so we can afford to keep driving, but we will be pitching the other songs as well. There's kind of like a trial period, like we'd sneak in one new song every show to kind of just see if it's actually any good or not. When you hear it back in, like a computer, it sounds good, but if people aren't dancing to jump into it, then it's better just dumping it.
Right. Now, different bands that you guys played with in the UK, did they crisscross each other, or?
Yeah, I used to play with a blues act that was on the similar scene to Ollie. That's kind of where we sort of did briefly meet, sort of cross paths at a festival a few years ago, which is where there was that sort of initial connection there.
Tension, you mean?
Well, tension. Oh yeah.
Rival blues band. Love it.
And everything. But it's just been sessioning for a lot of different things really, and then. My main thing before this band was I was putting out drum covers onto YouTube. So about four different seasons of
just covering other people's stuff and drumming to it.
Yeah, it was surprisingly popular. I mean, I've now had 500,000 hits on the channel.
Right.
Altogether. So yeah, pretty proud of that.
Yeah. And what kind of gear are you using?
I've got Natal drums, pasty cymbals, regal tip drumsticks, and actually Ron Dunnett Drums sent me out this gorgeous snare drum for this tour.
What underwear are you wearing as well?
Yeah. Calvin Klein a little bit.
He's giving everything.
And what are you rocking for bass?
I've got Aguilar gear. Got
Great
412s. Yeah, great company. We're looking forward to catching up with guys in New York actually when we play over there. I've also got this custom bass guitar by a friend of mine in Australia. It's called Union Bass Guitars.
Active pickups?
Yeah, active pickups. It's got like a jazz precision sort of combination, which is pretty, and it's white and it looks awesome. And yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing that. Growing up, what did you listen to for music when you were like 8, 9 years old?
I grew up actually on a lot. Buddy Guy, Peter Green. The reason I play guitar is because of Hendrix. I had my first Hendrix song, Hey Joe, actually, and I realized that I wanted to become a guitar hero. And he led my childhood, really. I was obsessed. I didn't have like a specific Hendrix album. I just had this greatest hits compilation. So I had all of his, it was a 2-disc thing. I had the live show and then the CD, and he just kind of, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found the love of music and guitar like I did.
Were your parents fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. My dad, big time. He always had music. He had dozens of guitars around the house that he never really, he played every now and then. But at that point, I wasn't really interested. Didn't really care. There were kind of more obstacles to walk between that I shouldn't touch in case I break them.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, Hendrix really led my future.
Right. How about you?
I found like a cassette tape that my dad had. And I kind of stole it, and I was listening to this music like until I broke the cassette, and I was listening to it over and over, and I loved it. But I didn't know what it was because it didn't have a name on it, and it turns out it was Led Zeppelin.
Ah.
And I'd be listening to Led Zeppelin like the whole time and loving it and not actually knowing what they were. So I thought they were like this American band, but they're actually British, and it was kind of...
It's good it was Led Zeppelin, not like Spice Girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The Spice Girls look better than the guys in Led Zeppelin. But yeah, I mean, you got your chops from John Paul Jones, man. I mean, that's not a bad role model to have. JPJ was, he was special.
Yeah, still going
Very
strong too.
very underrated.
Yeah.
As a musician, how about you?
Well, I started with my dad's music collection pretty much. So it was Zeppelin again, Jethro Tull, and Thin Lizzy. But it was kind of Thin Lizzy that really captured me. I mean, my dad had a greatest hits CD, and he still hasn't had that back.
You still have it then?
Still have it, yeah.
Could you burn me a copy?
Sure.
The difference between festivals over in Europe compared to the United States, what have you found for differences?
I think it's even smaller than that. Like, it's really the difference of like each city, let alone in Europe. Like, some have similarities, but they're all different vibes. And some of the festivals we played have been more like Q-Stock in Finland was a wicked festival that we played, but it had this massive variety of sounds and music and styles of music. So all of a sudden you're getting an audience that they love every kind of genre, and they were all nuts. Like, they were all up for it. But then you go to like the US Rock Fest, we played Aftershock and Louder Than Life, which are wicked festivals, and they looked after us really well. And the crowds were just, once again, they're kind of up for it. Like, one thing that we kind of always make sure we do is we want everyone jumping and getting as obnoxious as possible. And we don't really stop until we do. So we try and make sure that every crowd is exactly the same that we want them to be. We want
all crazy and punked out.
Absolutely. We want bruises. We ourselves. We try and knock each other over. And the main thing is we want to create an energy between us and the audience that is special because of what we create together, not so necessarily because of the country or the town or anywhere we're in. We're all this family, and together we make the sound that RavenEye is in a live show.
Right. Now, we talked a little bit about the album. Do you have any kind of a date for the release of this?
Kind of, yeah. Like, we haven't recorded it yet, but the plan is to get it out for fall. Like, we're aiming to get it out as soon as we can because we really want to get this product out. We want to kind of be selling all the new songs as well because we kind of need to get another record out because we're already writing enough songs to get another record out after that. So we need to start pushing the old material already, I guess. But so no.
To be fair though, we've been playing some of the new songs for 6 months. I mean, we were touring with Slash and playing two of the songs that are going to be on the next album. So if you go to YouTube, you can get some sneaky
potential.
Maybe, yeah.
So you were out with Slash and Miles in the Conspirators.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the U.S. or Europe?
Both the US and Europe. They took us out. We got invited to go on some European shows, and then from that we got invited to do the US tour, which was out of this world. It was incredible. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
So what do you got planned for the rest of the year? After you do the album, you gonna get out and tour some more behind the new stuff?
Yeah, we've got actually got a lot in line. We've got a lot of festivals, European festivals actually, that we're kind of taking over. Some we're excited to announce that we can't announce yet, and some like Hellfest in France, which is going to be wicked. It's a huge rock fest. And then we're looking at some other tours, another band that we're kind of lining up to go out and do some more shows in Europe with, which would be amazing, and hit the German market as well. Which I used to hit a lot more in the blues times, but I haven't actually. RavenEye's only had one show in Germany so far, in Hamburg. I love the German market. Like, they're well into their rock.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so that'd be a wicked scene to get into. And you know, we're still like making up new things. Like, we did a Kickstarter last year to help raise funds to do something to kind of bring us closer to our fans. And we're always trying to think of new things to throw out to our following, because they're the most important people at the end of the day for us. And you know, that's who we really care about. And we want to just try and find ways of bringing ourselves, you know, blow over the smoke and mirrors thing, or being these unobtainable entities that are far greater than anyone else. Like, the reality is we're all the same. We all shit.
You mean
So-
you mean you're not gonna charge for backstage access?
No, you know, we love it. Like, we love the connections. We've thought about doing stuff because, like, there's a new thing going on. We can live stream stuff, and we want to do like a live stream backstage, just hang out with us backstage and just see how boring it really is.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's all fun and games, you know.
Yeah.
That's because they watched the old stuff on VH1.
Yeah, but now, sadly, everyone films with their phones. So if you do start screwing up on a gig, everyone's gonna. That's the one that's gonna go viral. So now we've got to be on form every show. And yeah, you keep
That's
the
true.
A game on.
Yeah. So how do your fans get in touch with you guys if they want to reach out besides YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything.com/it's RavenEye. And it quite literally is just the three of us that talk on it. So yeah, if you just say hello, one of us three will get back to you. And you know, if you don't want to speak to a particular person, say you don't want, in brackets, don't want Kev to reply, or you know, screw the guitar player. But please, yeah, we love it.
Hey, you hear this?
Yeah, every day, man.
Every day. Oh, okay. Okay. Have anything you want to say to your fans?
Just thanks for all the support. Like, we wouldn't be, you know, now we're here and now we actually get to record a record, which was a dream to do, and to get the EP out and to take it as far as that is something else. But now to be at a point where we can put a full record out and show you what we really can do as a full band and with a full record, and you know, a month to put it all down together. We're looking forward to it, and thanks so much. Yeah. That's incredible.
What he said.
What he said. All right, guys, this is Rockman Rocks from BackStage360. Again, I want to thank the guys in RavenEye for giving us the time that they did today. You know, thank you again. And get out there and support your local bands. It's real important. These guys need as many fans as they can. Go online, check it out. RavenEye.